सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे प्रातस्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम् सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयम् यस्वप्नजागर सुषुप्तमवैति नित्यम् तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहं न च भूतसङ्गः। We will meaningfully meditate for a minute. We are going to do the smarana. Prataha smarami, now smarami. And what are we going to meditate upon? Atma Tattvam. Where is it? Hrudi Samspurati. And its quality indicators are Sat Chit Sukham, Paramaham Sagatim, Aham Saha, Soham, Parama Saha Aham. It is Turiyam, not the fourth state, the changeless in the three changing state, yet Swapna, Jagara, Sushuptim, Nityam Avaiti, Turiyam. And that, Tat Brahma Nishkalamaham, Aham Tat Brahma, Aham Tat Nishkalam Brahma, Nacha Bhuta Sangaha. I am not the assemblage of the Bhutas, neither grass nor subtle. Not this assembly at all. I am that. And now, this Atma Bodha that we have been discussing, 7th in the series today, is a Prakarana Grantha of Acharya Shankara, like Tattva Bodha, Panchadashi, Viveka Chudamani, etc. Especially in Atma Bodha, all those, it is not a new one, all those essential things which are in various Upanishads is given here. And it's a great beginning for a sadhaka, because the essence of all, and the speciality of these 68 verses is, in majority of them, there is always a simile, something which we can easily understand. And with that simile, difficult concepts is being conveyed to us, very unique. And it is in a very, very simple meter, like we chant most of the verses of Bhagavad Gita. Simple verses there. And last class we have, in the talk 6, we had concluded with verse number 24, which said, Prakasha Varkasya to yasya Shaityam Agner Yadoshnadha Swabhava Sachidananda Nitya Nirmaladatmanaha. That is where we have concluded. The 4 indicators were given. Arkasya Prakashaha, Toyasya Shaityam, I think you can understand, the effulgence of the sun and the coolness of the water. And Agnehe Ushnata, the heat of the Agni. These are things, it's dharma. Dharma is one because of which a thing is called that. Like that, we had concluded in the last talk. Atmanaha swabhavaha sat chit ananda nitya nirmalata. It was indicated, that's where we had concluded in the last class. The nature, the indicator of Atmanaha is Satchidananda Nitya Nirmalata. It is Sat, it is Chit, it is Ananda, Nityam, Nirmalam. And now we will have, now onwards, we will have an indicator of the Tvam Pada of that Mahavakya, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art. So now we have an indicator of Tvam Pada. Let us cover these verses from 25 onwards. First we will take up verse number 25. Please lead and follow. Okay.
Atmanas Satchidam Sashcha Buddhirvrittiriti Dvayam Sanyodya cha vivekena Janamiti pravartate.
What? We're going to get it in two parts. Again, do it again.
Atmanas Satchidam Sashcha.
Please repeat.
Atmanas Satchidam Sashcha Buddhirvrittiriti Dvayam Buddhirvrittiriti Dvayam Sanyodya cha vivekena Janamiti pravartate. Miti pravartate.
All of us, let us chant it together.
Atmanas Satchidam Sashcha Buddhirvrittiriti Dvayam Sanyodya cha vivekena Janamiti pravartate.
This is the verse. Now it is, I will go to the word-to-word meaning of this. Now Atmanaha Satchidam Sashcha. We have discussed in the last the principle, the aspect of self is Sat Chit. And in the end we say, I know, I know, I know. Janami iti. When I say I know, then we get the basic, hit to the root. How can you say I know? Because Atmanaha, just the verse that we just now concluded, the 24th verse, its nature is Atmanaha Swabhavaha Sat Satchidananda Nitya Nirmalata. It is Sat, it is Chit, it is Ananda, it is Nityam and Nirmalam. And when Atman is that, how can you say Janami, I know? Then there appears to be something wrong. When you say Janami, then probably Atmana is, when Atman is Satchit Itya Nirmalata, when I say I know, and when there is only one, how can you say I know? Then there must be the subject, the verb and the object. There must be something. So there is something wrong. It defeats, it doesn't have meaning to this word of Atman. When Atman is Satchidananda, Satya, Ananda, Nitya, Nirmalata, how can we say it is I know is against that? Then who is that I know? That will come. Is it my buddhi, which says I know? Then the whole question comes. Number one, we now agreed that Atma cannot be that because I can't have I know. Does the buddhi say, I know. But buddhi, like other upadhis, we have the Sthula Sukshma upadhis, we have the Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Mano Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, and the Pancha Pranas. All these aspects, they Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, Pancha Pranadayaha, Manaha, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. These 19 items, they can't know because they are inert. So, this looks like a confusion. How can this says, Janami iti? It is not possible, both. Atman cannot know because there is nothing for that to be known at all. And obviously, these other things, the upadhis, cannot know because they are inert. So, what is this? There is this particular verse. He says, it is the two things. Atmanaha Satchit Amshaha, number one. The Sat and Chit Amsha of the Atman, the self, and Buddhehe Vrittihi, the thought wave is the intellect. And what happens? These dvayam, Atmanaha, Buddhehe, Sanyojya, the blending, what? It is that which says, what? I know, Janami iti pravartati. So it is a combination of this. I would like to give you an example. It is this combination. We people say, what is called as, suppose there is a round ball, iron ball, black in color. It is in a oven of, very high temperature. Then you will get what is called as the burning ball. Burning ball. Think. When you say the burning ball, now let's see the two things. Ball, the round iron ball cannot burn. And the fire also cannot be round. Cannot be round. We are telling round burning ball. It is not the character of the iron ball, which is black in color and round in shape carefully. And the fire, which has got no shape. It is the sanyojya, the combination of these two, we get what is called as a red burning ball. Similarly, here we have pure electricity. Electricity cannot illumine. It has got no form. And it is passing through the filament in the bulb. And like that. And when it passes through the filament in the bulb, and then the bulb glows. The glow of the bulb is because of the combination of the electricity as well as filament in the bulb. It is which gets that. So now it is explained in this particular verse. We have Atmanaha cannot know, and intellect cannot think. I know is not possible. So it is because Atma has what is called as Sat Chit Amshaha. Please see the verse. Atmanaha Sat Chit Amshascha. And Buddhehe Vrittihi, the Vritti of the Buddhi. The two aspects. Sat Chit Amsha of the self, the Vritti Amsha of the intellect. Like we saw, the fire, the temperature glow of the fire, as well as the shape of the ball. Together, when it blends, then you get that combination will give that. So here, Janati, we wanted to discuss that. What is that? Janati. There we had discussed it is not possible for Atman. Atman cannot know. Satchidamshaha. Buddhi cannot know, which is inert. Both, it is a question of what was said. It was a sanyojya. It is the identity, the self identifying with upadhis, or the self. I am the real self. When I identify myself with upadhi, then this janati will come. Jana. So, janami iti. Aham janami. That concept comes because of the Atman identifying with the upadhi. Previously we had discussed there are two things. There is what is called as upadhi and upahitam. Let us remember the three definitions. Upadhi is nearer the upahitam, and upadhi tries to transfer its qualities on upahitam. Third, it is false. We discussed when there is a blue, pure crystal on a cloth, crystal is not blue, but upadhi, that cloth, tries to superimpose its quality on crystal. Crystal is the upahitam. But it is false. The crystal does not become blue. It is mithya. Like that, I am saying, all of us are saying, you know what? I know. Not only I know, it is all I see. I see also. I am going to see, I hear, I smell, I taste, and then through the organs of action, I hold, I walk, like that. Or through my identification with the mind, I feel, through the intellect, the buddhi, I think, like that. All this is because, repeat. Self has got he can't do all this. It is Nitya Nirmalada. And like the bulb cannot glow, but the electricity cannot. It is a combination of the electricity with the filament which is in the bulb. The filament is like the subtle body. The bulb is like the gross body. The electricity functioning through the filament in the bulb expresses as light. Similarly, the Satchidananda, that supreme consciousness, identifying with the upadhi, feels aham. What is the feeling? Janami iti pravartate. See, if you recollect that we had also discussed in this forum, Manisha Panchakam. Manisha Panchakam, when Shankaracharya was going along with his disciples after the bath in beautiful Ganges to the temple, when he was going, his Shishyas and said, "Hey, Acharya is coming. Gacha, move away. But Chandala, the divine soul, he says, "Hey, what are you asking me? How can I go? There is no place I can go." Atman cannot go. Are you getting it? It can't go. You are saying, go, gacha. Where can I go? There is no place for me to go. And this is what he says. And the upadhi also cannot go without the power. Are you understanding? All these moments, the activities of the upadhi. But he is using the word avivekena sanyojya. Not knowing my essence, I am the Atman. Aham Brahmasmi. I identify myself carefully. Avivekena sanyojya janami iti pravartate. I think this is what we have to understand. It is all because of our aviveka. We have to develop. That is why in sadhana chatushtaya, the first thing is viveka, vairagya, shamadhi sanka sampattihi, mumukshutvam. The most essential starting point is viveka. If I don't have that discrimination, and that discrimination is not the discrimination of the outer world, but discrimination between the nityam and the anityam, which is the quality of the subtle intellect. If that I don't develop, because of aviveka, we have not developed that. Avivekena, what I am going to do? I, the Atman, I, that Supreme Brahman, identify myself with avivekena, what? Upadi sanyojya. Upahitam, upadi tries to transfer its gunani karmani and the upahidam. But it is false. It can't transfer. How can Atman have those qualities? Think. It is impossible. It can't have that quality. And it is because of that aviveka we are saying. So look at the shloka. Atmana satchidam sascha buddhir vruktiriti dvayam sanyojya cha avivekena janamiti pravartate. So we have to develop viveka. Let us not identify ourselves with the upadis. Let us take the next verse, verse number 26.
Atmano vikriya nasti buddhir bodho jatriti.
Atmano vikriya nasti. Please repeat.
Please repeat. Atmano vikriya nasti buddhir bodho na jatviti. Buddhir bodho na jatviti. Jiva sarvamalam jnatva. Jiva sarvamalam jnatva. Jnata drashteti mukhyati. Jnata drashteti mukhyati.
Let us repeat together.
Atmano vikriya nasti. Buddhir bodho na jatviti. Jiva sarvamalam jnatva. Jnata drashteti mukhyati.
Let us see. Our problem is we are seeing jnata, drashta, iti, mukhyati. That is the delusion. I know jnata, jnata, drashta. I am the knower. I am the seer. Iti mukhyati. That is a delusion. Why? Atmanaha vikriyaha na asti. We saw in the last verse, Atma cannot have this, any of this. No action. Atmanaha, for the Supreme Brahman, that Atman, no action. Vikriyaha na asti. And what about for Buddhi? Buddhehe bodhaha na jatu iti. Intellect, we saw in the last verse, on its own, it has got no capacity to experience, to know that. So, what happens? All this happens for what? Jivaha. Think. That is the keyword. Jivaha is what? We have seen that Supreme Brahman identifying with the Vyashti Upadi is the Jivatma. The same Supreme Brahman identifying with the macro is called the Paramatman. It is this identity which is the problem. The moment All that is because of upadhis. The Atman identifying with Vyashti Sharira is called Jiva, Jivatma. And what happens? Jivaha, as that is identifying with this. Jivaha is the individuality. That I, the Atman, identifying with this upadhi, then that identity is called delusion. It is that delusion which makes it. Number one, we have seen earlier, Atman, the end the what is happening? Drishtva, Drishta, and then Jnata. Both are wrong. I can't know, I can't see. But as the Atman cannot see, the Upadhi cannot see, I identifying I, the Upahitam, identifying myself with the Upadhi, you get the feeling, well, Jnata, Drashta, Jnata, Drashta iti Mushyati. That is the problem. So what we have got to see is, yes, we must understand, all of us do all this always, I know, I see. It is that ego. Means what? Ego in Vedanta is not our ahankara of the, in materialistic word you use that. No. In Vedanta, ahankara is my identity with my upadhi is called that. It is my, and that is a delusion. Mushyati. Atmanaha vikriyaha na asti. That we know. Atman. Yeah. It is something like this. But you say, tena vina trunamapi na charati. Even one blade of grass cannot move without him. Yes. It is something like the petrol in the car. Petrol is there. Minus petrol, this vehicle cannot move. But is petrol responsible? It gives power for the car to reach the destination or to meet with an accident. For both it is there. But it is not responsible for the car and its owners, occupants, reaching the goal or meeting with an accident. Tena vina trunamapi na chalati. Without fuel, petrol or diesel, or in future electricity, without that, this cannot move. But that you can't hold it responsible. It is that which powers like that. Still, Atmanaha vikriyaha na asti. Buddhehe vedaha na jatu. Jatu iti. And whole problem is my identity with my upadhis. Jivaha sarvamaram jnatva. What is it saying? What is it saying? Drishta. And jnata iti mukhyate. So let us understand. Next time when we are using the word, I am the doer, I am the knower, I am the seer, it is because I have not yet elevated. And it is that we have got to bear in mind. But don't go on from tomorrow, whenever you say, somebody asks you, are you coming? No, this body is coming. In Vyavahara, use the word same, I am coming. But be aware that what you are talking is for the assembly, for the identification of the Atman with the Upadhi only. But you must have always in the back of your mind that is. And you must slowly get rid of the identity. And even after getting rid of the identity, your body will be functioning till your prarabdha is over. But be always, this is an action plan that you have to say. And when you are thinking, you are doing, you are knowing, and all that have in the back of the mind, it is because of my identity with the Upadhi. So it is that Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandi calls it as unholy wedlock. Unholy wedlock of that Upahitam, I the Supreme, with Upadhi. It is that marriage between the Purusha and the Prakriti. It is that which makes us feel that Jnata. So let us think deeper on this concept and go into depth. Let us understand while we are performing all our activities through my Jnanendriyas, performing through my activities through my Karmendriyas, when I am functioning through my pranas, when I am feeling through the mind, when I am thinking through the intellect, I am using the word through. But my identity shall not be with that. The moment I identify, see that I have no Atmanaha Vikriya Nasti. But it is that mixture, wrong identity that makes me feel that. So let us, the whole purpose for which we are born in this world, the whole purpose of life is to identify, realize who I am that. I am not the Upadhi. I am functioning through them, but I am not that. So let me be a witness to all my knowing, doing. Let me be the witness to all the functions of my indriyas, the mind, the intellect. Okay. We'll take the next one, verse number
27.
27.
Rajju sarpavadaatmanam Jivo jnatva bhayam vahet. Jivo jnatva bhayam vahet. Naham jivah paratmeti. Naham jivah paratmeti. Yatashre nirbhayo bhavet. Yatashre nirbhayo bhavet.
We'll read it together.
Rajju sarpavadaatmanam Jivo jnatva bhayam vahet. Naham jivah paratmeti. Yatasche nirbhayo bhavet.
Let us see the word to word meaning. Rajju sarpavat, like in any verse of this Atmabodha, example is given, Rajju sarpavat. It appears what is there is rope only. But I see the snake in the rope. And similarly, Atmanam Jivam Jnatva Bhayam Vahet. Now, this is a beautiful shloka for a highly practical use. Rajju Sarpavat Jnatva Bhayam Vahet. We are going to add that both the sides. Though it says Rajju Sarpa, you see the shloka is like this. Rajju Sarpavat Atmanam Jivam Jnatva Bhayam Vahet. Naham Jivaha Paratmeti Jnataschet Nirbhayo Bhavet. Now the problem is given and solution also is given. Rajju Sarpavat Jnatva, I am using that, I am adding to that. Rajju Sarpavat Jnatva Bhayam Vahet. Similarly, in the place of Rajju, put Atmanam. In the place of Sarpa, you put Jivam. Atmanam Jivam Jnatva Bhayam Vahet. That is the problem. And what is the solution? Aham na jivaha, aham na paratma iti jnataschet nirbhayo bhavet. So look at that. It's a beautiful, this is a highly practical thing for us to understand what is called as fear management. I think all of you who are here, I think we are about how many people?
About 45.
And all of you have some fear or the other. Think. There is nobody without any fear. And the fear can be straight from student days. I may not pass an exam. And later on, I may not get a job. Second. Or I may not get that boy or love a girl I love. She or he may not agree to be with me. Or whether I get married to him or her. After marriage, whether she will discard me and go away. Divorce. The fear of not passing an exam, fear of not getting a job, fear of losing a job, fear of a problem in a relationship, fear of disease. I don't know whether corona will come or not, though it is reduced in India, whether it attacks me. Or one more fear can be, I may die. Or the management expert says the greatest of all the fears, the fear of public speaking. All these are there. Now, he says there is a beautiful analysis. Actually, you need not be afraid. If you really know, there is a beautiful technique called root cause analysis. Those of you who are into the engineering or other management sciences, you will know that you have so many things. You try to identify what is the problem and what are the causes of the problem. You go on finding out and find out for that cause what are the other causes, sub causes, and further till you reach the root cause that for which you will not have any other cause. And any problem is to be solved by identifying the root cause. Please apply it to all areas of your life. And a healthy doctor will not treat for the symptoms. It is treated for the cause. You can't give antibiotics for a person who has got a viral fever or the other way. You must find out, yes, there is fever. And to treat it, you must find out what is the cause of the fever and treat that cause. Now, we have here the fear. I think all of you have. I am very sure all of you have fear. And I assure you, if you take the next few minutes seriously, I guarantee you, if you not only listen to me, understand what I am expressing, what Acharya has expressed in this sloka, if you really understand, okay, but knowing is not doing. Even after knowing, if you apply it, I assure you that today you will be able to say goodbye to all your fears. Yes, I assure you. Even you may have, some of you may not have any fear. At least some of you at least have, those male people, you would have had the fear of your wife. It is not, the other way is not too much. Nowadays, wives are not afraid of their husband. But this is true. Most of the males are afraid of the women. And I assure you, even your wife's fear will go. The solution is given. The cause is, what is there is a rope. That rope you are not able to see, and you are seeing a snake. It is the substratum. What is there is only rope, which the Guru says, ropeva satyam, sarpa mityam. It is not there. On the existing rope, snake is superimposed. And because of that, what are you getting? Rajju, Sarpavat. I am superimposing the snake on the Rajju and Bhayam Vahed. And there is fear, you are trembling, and some of you might even collapse and die. In fact, they say most of the time people die out of the snake fear than the snake bite itself. Carefully. It is the fear of the snake, non-existent snake, superimposed on the rope, which is creating all that. And what is the solution? Solution is simple. If somebody comes and says, no, it is not a snake. What is there is only a rope. You won't believe. No, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing its food, the land, I'm seeing, everything you are seeing. Till he himself brings a torch and says, hey, see, here is, and only in the light that he has brought, you experience the rope, then the snake fear is gone. Similarly, our problem is aham jivaha. That is the problem. Jivam atmanam. Atma is true, but I am superimposing on the jivam. Atmanam jivam jnatva. All is there. Is only that Supreme Brahman. And I am seeing jivam is that reflected consciousness. And that I am superimposing that. And that is why I got the fear. Bhayam, bhayam. Then, all right, I got it. What is the solution? Aham na jivaha. Aham paratma. Yes. There is, and jnataschet. Not knowing, not somebody telling you. Very important word there is jnataschet. Yes, you hear lectures, you read books, you may even discuss in your classes, you may give even a talk. But what is essential is that you experience that. Aham na jivaha, aham na paratma. Only when you get that experience, then only rope is like the rope. You are seeing actually a snake on a rope till you have got the fear. Similarly, I have not experienced this. And because I have not experienced the self, I have misapprehension of the jiva. And that is responsible not only for the fear, for all the sorrows. See, the fear will happen only two things. Fear will happen because of non-experience of that. So now we know the cause of fear. Look, now go back to the list. All of you had the list, no? Long list, right from your small days till the day which you are about to die also. Why do you fear of death also? Because you are not going to die. I think I am dying because the body is dying, because I think I am the body, I am dying. The body has disease, I am thinking I have the disease. It is this problem. It is causing me all the sorrow and the fear. Today, my dear friends, on the 25th of January 2021, right now at 7:23, you can bid goodbye to both fear and sorrow. By what? You don't need anything else. That is why you have to have this experience. You have understood. So go into the seat of meditation. In the seat of meditation, realize what? Aham na jivaha. That is the word. You know, see that? The very important word is that you have to understand. This is what you have to understand. Aham na jivaha. That. And then what? Paratma iti. When it says jnataha, means here you experience. So please sit in the seat of meditation. Experience that. That is the reason, olden days, when in Amavasya night, especially in Amavasya night, no street lights, and you are coming in the night around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, at that time, immediately you get the fear of the devil. And they used to say, hey, when you get that fear, go on, chant Gayatri Mantra. When you chant Gayatri Mantra, that ghost, bhuta will go away. What does it mean? What does the Gayatri says? You are that. When you realize I am that, then there is a ghost. When you don't have the fear of the ghost and sorrow of anything, nothing. So please, my dear friends, please realize what is the keyword? The keyword is this what? Aham Brahmasmi. The two stages are two things. Number one, first you realize I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the Atman. And it is not mixed up. Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. It is not that first I will realize Jivatma and then I will realize Paramatma. No, it is simultaneous. The moment you realize I am Atman. Even if you are thinking, there are some people who are called God-fearing. That also fear is there. Far wrong. For a person who thinks God is something different. Are you understanding? The fear, if you ought to overcome. Because fear is when there is two. Even two of you are there, you and your wife, each is afraid of the other. When there is only one, why fear of God? In fact, it is wrong to say God-fearing. Have no fear. Do it. So you realize what? I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am the Atman. And not only Atman. This Aham, this Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. The difference is only in the Upadis. Veshti Upadi and Samashti Upadi. When you transcend the Upadis, you see only one. And when there is only one, there is fear. Friends, we'll take now verse number 28.
आत्मावभासयत्येको आत्मावभासयत्येको बुद्ध्यादीनीन्द्रियाण्यपि दीपो घटादिवत् स्वात्मा दीपो घटादिवत् स्वात्मा जडैस्तैर्नावभास्यते जडैस्तैर्नावभासते.
Chant it together.
आत्मावभासयत्येको बुद्ध्यादीनीन्द्रियाण्यपि दीपो घटादिवत् स्वात्मा जडैस्तैर्नावभास्यते.
Yeah, a beautiful concept. They now start imagining Deepaha Gatadivat. Deepaha, a light. Light is inside a pot. Then, similarly, Atma Buddhi Buddhyadini Indriyani Api Avavasade. Deepaha Gata Avavasade. Like the lamp Deepaha illumines the pot. Similarly, Ek Atma, there is no Indian Atma, German Atma, American Atma, or elephant Atma, and or the ant Atma. Are you going to? There is no difference. There cannot be two. One Ekaha Atma, Buddhi Adini, intellect, etc. Indriyani api. That all these, intellect, etc., the Sukshma Shariras, and Sukshma Sharira consisting of organs, sense organs, Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Karmendriyani, and intellect, etc., Manobuddhi Ahankara Chitta, Buddhyadini, Indriyani api. That illumines. That cannot illumine on itself. These material objects cannot illumine themselves. Why go so far? Let us say that you are in a dark place and you have got an object right in your room. You have the eyes, okay, and you have the object, but you can't see. Even though you have the eyes, even though the object, it requires illumination. And that illumination inside outside is my Atman. Because on its own, it doesn't require any superhuman intelligence for us to understand that an object is jada. Jadaihi. Tehe na avabhasyate. It cannot illumine itself. Think. Imagine an object. Like you have got the pot. The pot on its own, it cannot illumine. And inside there is a diva, the light, and that illumines. And similarly, all our indriyas cannot function without that power. And minus that, how can the organs work? It can't work. It will not work. All of them are gone. Our eyes cannot see. Ears cannot hear. Nose cannot smell. Tongue cannot taste. And skin cannot feel that touch. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasagandha, it is not possible. And even my organs of action, they can't function. All these organs cannot function. And it requires, like, you see, what a beautiful example. This, like, all these are there, cannot function without these. And similarly, Deepaha Gatadivat. Go on thinking. Deepaha Gatadivat. You have got the pot, but it is illumined. Minus the light, pot cannot be seen. And pot na avavasyate. It can't illumine itself. Similarly, all, not only outside, here also, my own upadhi, all of them. Pancha Jnana Indriyani, Pancha Karma Indriyani, Pancha Pranadaya, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, all these things, they cannot function because they are inert. And that Chaitanya, which makes this function, is Atman. Think. This is where you have to see. You don't need to go outside. Sit in your deep meditation. Start thinking. Start contemplating on various parts of your body. You do what is called as Deha Vikshana. And you also the Prana Vikshana. Observe yourself. Even right now you can do it. Watch. All those things, when you do Vikshana, start thinking, hey, how are they functioning? They are not functioning on their own. That requires some power, like Deepaha Gatadivat. Gata cannot illumine. Similarly, my organs, Jnana Indriyani, Karma Indriyani, Pancha Pranaha, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankar, none of them can function. None of them without that illumination. It is that Atman, that power, that supreme Brahman, the consciousness, that illumines all that. It is because of that. And that is where right now we are not able to see that, even though we see things. That is why we have got what. See, the problem is that we have developed a cataract. You can go to one, eye hospital. If you have got a blurred vision, you can get it operated. Now you have got the laser technique. They'll say one eye, 40,000. 2 eyes, I'll give you a concession. You can get it done for the vision of the outer world. But what about the inner eye? We have to have the inner eye for this vision of the self. And I have to get this cataract operation. Unfortunately, no doctor can operate unless you surrender to a guru. And Guru only indicates this is how you can perform surgery to your antar chakshu. And when you start seeing inside, then you will see that. The moment you see that, you realize that which is illumining all is myself. And that is where you have got to see that. Okay? And you must understand all that functioning is because of. Let's take to the verse 29.
स्वबोधेनान्यबोधे च स्वबोधेनान्यबोधे च बोधरूपतयात्मनः बोधरूपतयात्मनः न दीपस्यान्यदीपे च न दीपस्यान्यदीपे च यथा स्वात्मप्रकाशने यथा स्वात्मप्रकाशने स्वबोधे
Let us read it together.
स्वबोधेनान्यबोधे च बोधरूपतयात्मनः न दीपस्यान्यदीपे च यथा स्वात्मप्रकाशने.
Yes, swabodhe na anya deepecha. In fact, it is not possible to have Atma Jnana. There is no need of any other knowledge. Then it is said, Deepasya Anya Deepasya. Because why we don't need? Because Bodha Rupataya Atmanaha. Atmanaha Bodha Rupataya. Atman, the Supreme Self, the Brahman. That is itself knowledge. For that, Swabodhe na anya deepecha, anya bodhecha. Like, what? For seeing what? Nadhipasya anya deepe naicha. You got a lamp, and that you need to see other things of the object. But which light do you need to see the grown lamp? Illumined lamp? Illumined lamp, not the without. It is a Vyagada lamp. That, do you need another lamp? Because please see. Deepasya deepa na icha. Deepasya anya deepa na icha. Go on contemplating on that. You got a lighted lamp. Deepasya anya deepa. You don't require any other light. Do you want a torch to show sun? It's there. Deepasya anya deepa naicha. Go on contemplating. Right? It is self-illumining. It is itself light. Similarly, na deepasya anya deepasya. Swabodhe na anya bodhecha. Swabodhe experience self. Aham ayam atma brahma prajnanam brahma. Guru, when my Guru saw in the seat of meditation, I have to realize aham brahmasmi. That na anya bodhe icha. Rupataya Atmanaha. Atmanaha Bodha Rupataya is knowledge. In fact, how can you get this by any other? It is not possible. You can't get any other knowledge because it is not possible. It is not possible for me to get knowledge because that itself is its own. It is self-knowledge. When it has got self-knowledge, it is not possible. There is no need for you to get anything else. So, I'll show you the light again. Yeah, like this. This should be in your mind, constantly. Like to see a lighted lamp, you don't need, because it is that. To have Atma Jnana, this is the keyword. To get the Atma Jnana, the Brahma Jnana, you don't need any other light. To get Atma Jnana, no other jnana is required or no other jnana is useful also. What does it mean, no other jnana? We have the objective knowledge. You know, you go to the university and you study physics, chemistry, botany, science, engineering, political science, social science, economical science, and you may get a lot of knowledge. You might become the top in the university in your field, or maybe you can get few gold medals, or you might have so much of knowledge you are even fit to get Nobel Prize. But all that will not help you to get Brahma Jnana. Because all these things require that external element, you get that. Anya Bodhaha here means other than the subjective knowledge, other knowledge about physics, chemistry, mathematics, it is endless. But all of them will not help me to get Atma Jnana. Take carefully. Even if you are that is why he say we have got what is called as two kinds of intellect. The gross intellect, the Sthula Buddhi, and the Sukshma Buddhi, subtle intellect. Even the man who has got the highest gross intellect, one of the most intelligent persons of the objective knowledge in this world, that is inadequate. You might have studied years and years and pursued your PhD and got not one number of PhDs, but none of them is going to help you to get Atma Jnana. Because that is all the object of the gross intellect. Carefully. Sthula Buddhi. Sukshma Buddhi is one step different. What is Nityam, Anityam? And when you develop that, and that again is an input only. So, Anya Deepaha, Anya Bodhaha, Na Ichcha. It is not Anya Bodhaha, Na Ichcha means two things. Number one, there is no need for any other objective knowledge of all the materialistic knowledge of the field. And that is not required. It is not useful. I am using the word two things. Not required, not useful. What you require here is your own self-experience. And it is that. There again, you must get qualified. All those, sadhana chatushtaya, viveka, vairagya, samadhi, sampatti, mumukshutvam, or in Ashtanga Yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, they are all the means. And that will all make you develop what? Chitta Vishalata, Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. Having become qualified in the seat of meditation alone, you realize, not with any external support of knowledge, in your own knowledge, your experience, Aham na Jivaha, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vidiriktaha. You will realize Panchakosha Atidaha. I am different from Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya. And Aham Avastatriya Sakshi, I am the witness to the states. And if I am not these upadhis, who am I? And in the seat of meditation, you will realize Aham Brahma Asmi. That is the purpose of life. These verses have beautifully led us how we, out of ignorance, thought ourselves to be the upadhis. Okay, with this is over, because we have to give you some time for, if any of you have any questions or answers, I will hand you over back to our Vani and Vasudev. Back to you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Sri Seshadriji, and also to Srimati Lalita Seshadriji.